In early 2026, the artificial intelligence industry was fixated on the launch of GPT-5.5 and Anthropic's multi-billion-dollar valuation. The loudest conversations centered on who had the smartest consumer model. While the market looked toward model benchmarks, Google executed a structural bet. They rebranded their enterprise AI infrastructure, Vertex AI, as the Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform. This rebrand represents an architectural shift. Vertex AI functioned as a service for raw machine learning models. The Gemini platform is an environment designed to host an autonomous agent workforce. The shift targets a specific growth curve. In 2025, only 5% of corporate applications included AI agents. By the end of 2026, industry projections suggest that number will hit 40%. Google is prioritizing the underlying operating system where work executes, rather than competing solely on the intelligence of a single model. We can compare the traditional API approach to the requirements of an agent runtime. The linear request on the left becomes a continuous cycle on the right, where agents are supervised, deployed, and integrated into existing business logic. The engine for this runtime is Gemini 3.1 Pro. At release, it led on 13 out of 16 major benchmarks, specifically recording a 77.1% on the ArcAGI-2 reasoning test. Google's pricing targets high-volume workloads. Pro models cost $2 per million output tokens, while Gemini Flashlight drops to 25 cents per million input tokens, supporting context windows of up to 1 million tokens. This infrastructure connects directly to Google Workspace. Agents can read and write across Docs, Sheets, Drive, and Gmail. Because multi-step business workflows often span these applications, native integration removes the engineering friction associated with third-party platforms. This strategy leverages existing procurement channels. Enterprises already use Google Cloud for identity and security management. Deploying the agent platform uses the vendor contracts and security approvals they already have on file. To address concerns about vendor lock-in, Google adopted the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. This standard, governed by the Linux Foundation, dictates how agents communicate with external systems. Adoption of this protocol has been swift. By March 2026, the Model Context Protocol reached 97 million installs across the developer ecosystem. Google built MCP directly into its enterprise platform. Agents developed here are technically portable to any other infrastructure that supports the standard, including competitor environments. By removing the technical barriers to leaving, Google lowers the perceived risk for hesitant CTOs. This makes their platform a safer default for organizations that would otherwise avoid proprietary AI stacks. This integration places OpenAI in a difficult position. While GPT-5.5 is a highly capable model, OpenAI lacks the native enterprise distribution and the internal productivity suite required for a frictionless corporate rollout. Anthropic faces a different challenge. Their tools, like Claude Code, are effective for technical teams, but without a proprietary enterprise platform, they must rely heavily on partnerships with providers like AWS Bedrock to reach the broader market. Microsoft's position is complicated by its dependency loop. While they have the enterprise reach to match Google, their AI stack relies on an external partner, OpenAI, whose long-term strategic interests may not stay aligned with Microsoft's platform goals. The Gemini launch has shifted the requirements for competition. Specialized startups can no longer compete on model intelligence alone. They are now forced to find unique vertical integrations just to secure a place in the enterprise ecosystem. The opportunity for any single provider to claim the enterprise agent runtime is closing. Analysts expect the market to stabilize within 12 to 18 months. The market for raw AI models is maturing. The next phase of the industry is defined by which platform hosts the underlying operating system for the digital workforce. A year ago, business leaders were debating the merits of adopting AI. Today, the choice is more specific and more consequential. Which agent platform will run their company for the next decade?